Hi, morning everyone. I'm out here at the KLCC park. Parking here is pretty expensive. To show you something that the Vivo X100 has, that is for landscape and architecture, right? So you go into the mode and you can see Zeiss. Zeiss setting for the landscape and architecture. So this one will allow you to do the distortion, to reduce zero distortion in terms of landscape, especially buildings, right? So you got to go in and switch from miniature effect to landscape. So we shall try to take picture of the KLCC Twin Towers, and I'll show you the difference between with and without, because this is one of the hardest building to take picture of if you want the two twin towers to be parallel aligned to each other. Normally you get a distorted view where the bottom is tapered to the top. Okay, I don't think you can see the screen, but I'm recording the screen. So when you switch it to landscape architecture, it will go to this mode, which you see in the mall. You go Zeiss landscape architecture. Okay, so with this mode, what happened? You can see the tower. Let's change it to white. You can see the tower is more aligned in terms of. Okay, let's look at that. Right, the tower is aligned. Pretty hard because everyone's standing in the center trying to get the best angle. Hopefully I can go over now. Sorry. Okay, now I'm in the right place. You can see the towers this way. So you see tapered to the top, right? So in the landscape mode, in the Zeiss architecture, landscape and architecture mode, is not tapered. Okay, it's trying its best to align to straight. Right, that's how it looks like. Okay, that is how the picture will look like. I'm recording the screen, so I'll show you the screen recording. But if you change it back to normal, so if you try to shoot it normally, you can see that it's tapered, right? So that's the advantage if you're using this Zeiss landscape architecture mode. So pretty much every building that you point on is trying to align it straight, right? So let's try to get more shots with this. It's pretty hard to get the shots because this is a tourist area, so there's a lot of people. So let's get this twin tower this way, and we shall use the white. Okay, that, yeah, is kind of straight now. Okay, that's how it looks like, much better. So compared to without, let's change it back to the normal. It's gonna be even more distorted if you use the wide angle, right? So that's the distortion. But if you use the landscape mode, okay, and if you try to get to the right angle, it will be very much less distorted. Okay, but bear in mind the resolution won't be that high. So you're still getting the 12 megapixel resolution, unable to do 50 megapixel with this, so pretty good. At least you get your buildings. You see, the normal will be distorted, and you can get a vertical, very aligned version of it. So you can see so much nicer, right? If it's straight compared to being distorted, right? So if you're doing catalogs for your buildings and structures. Probably you can try out this mode. So I'll take a few more shots, right? So example here, right, with the building this way. So try to get it less distorted. So beautiful day. The sun came out very nice, and the Twin Tower has always been lovely. And this is the normal view. If you look at this, it's a normal view. And this is the normal view, right, where you're gonna get shots for Twin Towers, right? So that's how it looks like. And then let's enable the landscape mode. So this is at one time view, and then use the wide angle 0.6. So it's doing its best to try to align the building. And that's the you have the miniature effect and the horizon effect. Miniature effect is pretty nice if you want to shoot things like that. That's the miniature effect, right? So let's go close to some object, and then you can get the miniature effect, right? So that's how the miniature effect looks like. So you just focus on the center part, the rest, the side is all blurred off, right? This is a miniature effect. So interesting that Zeiss put in this option. So we will put in this option with Zeiss tuning. The other thing I want to test out would be the Zeiss portraiture, right? So there's a very good setting in terms of their portraiture. Let's try this miniature effect here, where the sunlight is. Yeah. Let's try this. Kind of cute, right? So these are those things you can play with, right? And right, horizon. Okay, they're doing some clearing of palm leaves, right? So let's try to get other option for this. Okay, let's look at these towers here with Maxis and the other three towers in the building. Let's do the Zeiss landscape architecture. You can see now it's aligned and pretty straight, right? The horizontal vertical part of the building. So let's do one time, and then you can align the buildings pretty straight, right? So that is the advantage of using the Zeiss on the Vivo. So architecture, then if you turn it off, if you're using the normal lens, this is how it looks like. It will be tapered to the side, to the top, right? Fatter at the bottom. This is the normal. If you change to wide, it's even more, right, tapered. So that's how it looks like. If you're a student of architecture or interior design or landscape, you probably love this landscape and architecture feature, and you get most of your things vertically straight, right? So good job for adding this option for Vivo X100 Pro. I'm pretty impressed with this option. So it does help. I'm very happy with what Zeiss is doing with Vivo by adding the landscape architecture settings in the phone menu, where we can make use of it. It's great if you really do use this feature to get zero distortion. bear in mind, if we were to buy a lens that's a 0D, zero distortion for our mirrorless camera, it's going to cost thousands and thousands of dollars. It's not cheap. Those lenses are very, very engineered, well engineered. So Zeiss is being a lens producer, right? They're very good with lens, and they've got so many types of lens. Even their portrait lens, so many versions. There's Sona, Plana, distortion. So basically they are expert in lens, right? And not only that, they are expert in coatings, right? So low reflection coating, what you use on your optical specs, they also do. They also do it on the lens, okay? So they're very, very good with coating. So why I love this X100 Pro, because the lens has very, very little flare, very little in terms of reflection, and they're very clear because of the optical design, optical input from Zeiss, as well as lens coating input production from Zeiss as well. So let's try more. I'm going to try some portrait. If I can get some portrait with flares, right, to test it out, to test the different lens option that we have, that would be great. So let's try to walk around. The parking here is very expensive, so I've got to be fast. Okay, the sun is up there. I'm going to try to replicate these flares if I can get it. So currently I'm shooting normal, so normal 50 mm, and then let's see how's the flare doing with this. Let's go back to, this is cine flare, that's why you can see there's an artificial add-on there, and you can see the bokeh is slightly different for each setup. Okay, so we will go through and look at it again. So focusing also pretty hard to get when you are trying to get the bokeh behind. If there's more sunlight behind, and this is pretty interesting, you look at it, it's distorted at the back. I think most likely this is gone. Yeah, so I have to go back and look at the amount of processing behind. Look at the bokeh. So every setting has a different bokeh setting. You can try it out. So this is the cine, and with the different setting you see different bokeh you apply to the back. So it's pretty interesting. You can try this cine mode, portrait mode with the Zeiss option, right? So these are the options. So Biota, and then B speed, Sona, Plana, distortion, and cine flare. So I like my Sona and Plana. Let's go back to natural. Biostar, and then B speed, and then Sona, and then Plana, and distortion, and then cine flare. Right, I'm not using cinematic because cinematic goes even more closer and it's very wide, very zoom in. So this cinematic, right? These are all the options that you're looking at. Very interesting, different bokeh behind. So do play around with this option that comes with the Vivo X100 Pro. So you get probably one of the settings you love. So again, all shoots at 12 megapixel. Okay, so pretty good. I like the settings for this. So just a quick one this morning. I gotta get out here before the parking go cost me a bomb. I hope you like the photos, okay, and what I'm showing you with the Zeiss. Again, remember, Zeiss is not a small company, it's a big company, and they do things very well. They're very, very accurate and diligent on doing what they're doing for the lens and the coating. So do play around with the Zeiss option on your phone and make full use of it, because no other phone has this option except what's that Vivo with the Zeiss pairing, right? So it's totally just not a brand name. It is actually a function and actually a physical lens thing that they have there, combination lens and the coating. So do try it out, and hope you like the pictures, and go out and shoot. Try the architecture and try the bokeh function from the Zeiss. Yeah, it beats you buying thousands of dollars of expensive Zeiss lens to get the similar kind of look. You're actually carrying it with your hand. So I'll see you. Have a nice day. And again, I'm not sponsored. This is all mine. I'm interested in this, in photography, and I hope to share this knowledge with you all. And do give me a thumbs up if you like it, and share it with your friends. Bye. Have a nice day.